Tony Joe White is known around the world as an esteemed singer, songwriter and guitarist. Tony has enjoyed enormous success as a musician, has now recorded a phenomenal 16 albums. That's big time. Well, Tony Joe White is currently touring Australia and New Zealand. I'm delighted to say he's in the studio. G'day.
Hello, sir.
So good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
I know you've been to Byron Bay. That's why you're so relaxed.
Oh, yeah, man. That was a good place up there. It was 2 days of just good crowds, and the weather was great, and it's just a good place to go. And I wish I could have stayed and fished about 5 days. It's beautiful up there.
I've got a suspicion you were born relaxed.
I usually don't get out of this speed right here, you know.
What a wonderful thing you've done. I mean, the music that you've made, the music you've created, and the people who've recorded your songs. Elvis Presley, you must have been stoked. Were you happy when people like that said, hey, this is great music, we want to do it too?
Yeah, it was kind of a funny deal, because like when I first started out, I was listening to Lightning Hopkins and John Lee Hooker and people down in Louisiana where I was born. And then I started doing Elvis tunes on stage and in the nightclubs, and we all had our hair combed like him and everything. You know, I could even move like him. And finally, then all of a sudden it turned around and he was doing Polk Saddle Annie, one of my songs. And I said, man, music reaches out there, you know.
Absolutely. Well, Polk Salad Annie, I think steamed out of, I wish I could say Louisiana the way you guys say it. How do I really say it?
Yeah, it's pretty good the way you had Louisiana.
Louisiana. Okay. Well, it came out and it was red hot. You must have been over the moon about that.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I was still playing in a little nightclub in Texas, and for $10 a night when Polk Saddle Annie came out, you know, and all of a sudden, boom, and people calling you from all over the world, and you're going and doing this and that, and you know, I never had expected too much more than what I was doing, really.
But you hit a chord, didn't you, if I can use that expression?
Something clicked, yeah.
Yeah, it sure did. Roy Orbison, Tina Turner, I mean, gee, the list goes on, people who've done your music.
The artists, that's one thing I feel so good about, man, is these people that I've always admired and loved so much, from Tina Turner to Joe Cocker to Elvis to Ray Charles, all these, Brooke Benton. And,
Brooke Benton, yeah.
To walk away and to hear them sing these tunes, you know, it's been a real sweet thing for me.
How about Joe Cocker? An amazing fella. I think he's incredible. He really turned his life around too, didn't he?
Yeah, Joe's doing good. And in fact, I just left him 2 weeks ago up in the Colorado mountains. He had just got back from over here.
Yeah, he had a good time.
Yeah, and he'd been home 2 days, and I met him in Colorado, and we worked on the song together and finished it for his new album in June. So him and I stay in close contact.
I can't blame you. Tony Joe, it would be stupid to sit here and talk to a man whose job is music without asking him to do music. I mean, I don't think talking's your big suit. I think you like to make music. Would you honour us by doing something for us?
Yeah. Is there any certain thing? You just want to click in.
Something that you really like and you like to do.
Well, let's see.
We've only got 16 albums from which to choose.
Make sure, can you hear this guitar okay? Out last night, the night before, daylight catch me sneaking in my door. Oh, a little bit of wildness sure go a long way. And I'm gonna need a help just to getting me through the day. Menutha, I need Menutha. Woke up this morning slightly out of tune. Had to leave my old Cadillac down in Villicum. I'll go back across the river, pick it up sometime today. And while I'm there, I may have to check out Manuel's Cafe. Menutha. I need Menutha. It's a cool life, continuity, a little air conditioner in my silver Airstream. But I need to kick back and see what condition I'm in, 'cause it won't be long till I'm down at Miss Crosby's again. Menutha, I need Menutha.
Yeah.
You know Menutha?
No, I didn't until now. I must say.
I mean, you know what it is?
No.
It's a little soup that the Mexican people make down in south part of Texas and different places for a hangover.
Oh, where can we get this? Is it bottled?
No, they make it homemade. And it's
How about when you go back, we'll do a deal with it? Because I've got about 4,000 people I know straight off the top of my head who'd like it. Is it true your song Rainy Night in Georgia has been recorded by more than 100 different artists?
Yes.
Yeah.
Counting, the instrumentals,
Yep,
orchestras and what you hear in the dentist office and things like that. But, Brooke Benton's version, I could find it hard to get past that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about Brooke Benton that's,
And Randy Crawford, Ray Charles, it's also beautiful. But Brooke will always stay in my heart with that one, I think.
I'm sure. Arranging and composing is your big love, is that right?
Well, kind of, I like to, when I'm into a song, like a guitar lick comes to me or something, then I'll sit down and work with a song. But just to go into a room and start to write or try to write, I would be blank as a goose,
Yeah.
So I would say the title arranger wouldn't fit me at all, because an arranger, he could go in and do anything.
They're like engineers, I always think, arrangers. The way they work out the mathematics of it, it's all pretty complicated, isn't it?
Yes, and my deal is just more of a receiving station,
Yeah, I think so. Look, folks, you can see Tony at, if you're in Sydney, at the Basement on the 2nd, 3rd and 13th of April. Have you worked the Basement before?
No, first time.
You're going to have a great time.
Yeah, ours is a great little place.
Yeah, and people, I don't know about Basement, everyone gets involved, and you obviously like that.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like the way that, my crowd's always like part of the whole scene, because I usually come out alone like this, and we all get together and talk and requests and this and that, and then I bring my drummer out and we rock, and it's kind of loose. I kind of let it take care of itself the night.
I got a suspicion you do that. Yeah, he's got the best smile in the world, folks. I mean, when he smiles, you think, oh, the world's going to be okay. And your new album is a comprehensive best of album called Collection, and I like that name. It's great.
Yeah, this was like a kind of a surprise to me. The festival kind of got this together a few months ago and called me and told me the titles of the tunes, and I hadn't even thought about all these songs being under one roof, but I like it now a lot.
That's lovely. To choose them, of course, must have been very difficult. I mean, you've been prolific, kiddo.
As a matter of fact, they had them laid out and just wanted me to know what I thought about it, and what they'd put down was good already, so I just let it roll.
Yeah. You're off to New Zealand, or you've been to New Zealand?
Been to New Zealand and in the Blues Festival with Byron, and And I was Sydney for 2 or 3 days, and then going over to Perth, I'm gonna meet Tina. Tina and I are gonna do a show together.
Oh,
Tina
great.
Turner. And,
She's an amazing lady, isn't she?
oh man,
Great
know.
legs. I don't know whether that's
yeah.
politically correct to say so, but she has.
Beautiful legs, and her voice and her soul and her smile is even prettier, really.
To have a battle that she had in her life, I mean, and to come up trumps like she has, I mean, that's pretty special too.
She's a special person as I ever saw, like on stage or in a studio. It don't matter where you're at, she's still got that fire, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Even in the studio, she's dancing and moving and romping, and you know.
Is the fire still in you? I mean, do you still get as great a kick out of what you're doing as you did when you started?
Oh man, can you imagine? If I didn't have any fire, can you imagine me coming all the way from Tennessee to here?
Yeah.
That'd be, because you can tell I'm barely here anyway.
Yeah, I can tell. I have never met anyone from Louisiana
There you
before.
go,
Louisiana.
that's it.
Oh, get down. I'll be one of the
You
boys.
got it. We may have you in the band tonight.
Just
man.
check my neck there. No, it's not that colour. Thank you for coming by, Tony Joe. I've really enjoyed having a chat to you, and I hope the whole world goes the way you want it to go for the rest of as long as you want it to happen.
Thanks for having me on your show, man. I appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. I don't know about you folks, but I feel just so relaxed. I think this guy is great. What do you think?